Welcome back, as we are about to enter this cave at Solstice's temple. I really can't remember this cave. I think I missed this in my first playthrough.
This is not quite the safest place I've ever been.
We better find a way inside before it all goes up in smoke, and us with it.
Inside the Council of Seven? Or what do you mean? There is a human skeleton over there in a puddle of sores. And a ghost, spirit of a murdered godwoken. My.
The spirit before you drips sauce from his raggedly slit throat. Realizing that you can see him, he throws a wry smile in your direction.
Ah, Godwoken. You know how you relive bad exams in your nightmares? Good news, you get to relive them in death, too.
Tell him you've never had an exam and as badly as his seems to have.
He rolls his neck, sauce gurgling and spouting from the deep gash. He laughs, and his laugh is a bitter one.
As I was facing the trials, I was killed by another Godwoken hopeful. He's long gone now, but I'm still here. I just can't stop thinking about it. That one answer, the one I couldn't get in time.
Oh, you're about to give me some tips.
Anon Fallon Reveal. Anon Fallon Reveal. What in the void comes next?
This seems to be one of the things Anathema said, or rather Tarkin said. You remember Tarkin muttering this very phrase. What was next? Ah yes, that.
His face lights up, gratitude shining forth from it.
That's it! That's it!
He begins to fade from view, but as he disintegrates, he traces an esoteric sigil in the air between you and pushes forceful energy into you, restoring you.
Yeah, I don't need energy. Oh, we've got a lizard leg. Let's check that out.
You are a priest of the kin, your face raised to the sun, your blood warming to the heat upon your skin. All is well, and then all is not well. Cries of war come from the shore, and death comes quick.
Ah, one of the priests of this temple, I presume. Okay, so that was a rather small cave over here. Okay, let's check out Amadia's temple. There's a crab over here, and Pyro the Stalwart. Any ghosts? Nope. Any loot? Nope. Oh, and Pyro? Who are you?
You there! Prithee, goodly traveller, might I prevail upon you to answer a question?
Tell the crab to fire away.
You see, I am on a mission most grave. I seek a sorcerer most foul, most reviled, most feared. Her name is...
His pincers scissor wildly.
Septa the Ineffable!
You might remember that name. We encountered a crab at the shores of Fort Joy with that name. And yeah, I believe we killed her in that playthrough.
Have you heard tell of this wicked beast on your travels?
Recall a crab you met on the beach of Fort Joy. Tell him Scepter is long dead.
Dead? Incredible! You met Septa with naught but your fleshly carapace to commend you, and you emerged victorious.
I did.
Your powers must be many. You are a model of your kind, and even more incredibly, of mine. Take this, a carapace of your own, to protect you from dangers great and small.
Thanks.
He reaches out and tentatively pokes a bit of your tender flesh.
Use it well, and my thanks to you, good knight. May our paths cross again soon. Imperio, away!
See ya. Oh, there's a chest over here. Alright. Now, let's go... Is there any way we can get there from here? Yes, yes, we can. Alright, let's see. There's another chest over here. We've already been there. Can we jump over there? Yep. We've been here, or rather there. Part of the Divine's Orders fleet.
Surprising any of them made it ashore, looking at that.
And a waypoint. Anything over here? Nope. Well, let's climb up. Amadia. Amadia. I don't know if any of you played the first game, but this scene looks extremely familiar to that portal to one of the planes in the homestead. It was Astartes plane, if I remember correctly. And what I don't really know is how do these old gods from the first game connect to the new gods, the 7 gods? Are they the same? I don't think so, right? Or is Astarte in fact Amadia? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's climb to somewhere. Into the sky.
A temple in the clouds. What holds this aloft?
Magic. Alright, so this is Amadia's temple. Big ass door over here.
Before you stands a shrine to Amadia, her solemn face carved of ancient stone.
I mean, with these horns, kinda looks a little bit like Astarte, right? I don't know. Examine the statue.
This statue of Amadia seems ancient. Moss blooms from cracks all over the stone, and tears of rain stream from her eyes. A hollow space marks the center of her creased brow.
Pray to Amadia.
You remember that the statue of Amadia in the hollow marshes healed you. But no words from you can rouse this one to response. Whatever powers the gods once had has weakened indeed.
Place your hand on the shrine and ask for Amadia's blessing.
You feel a presence awaken within the stone. An ancient awareness reaches out to you, swirling through every cell of your body and every mote of your soul. Lightning flashes and thunder rumbles. Static electricity crackles all around you and dances over your body. Yet you feel no jolt or shock, and it fizzles out as soon as it touches your skin.
Yeah, immunity. Nice.
Then the awareness recedes from you, ebbing back like a tide until you are left completely alone. Alone with your thoughts, alone with the blessing Amadia left you with.
Nice. Thanks. Can we have some for Beastie?
Before you stands a shrine to Amadia. You feel a presence. You feel a gentle hand. Then the awareness recedes from you.
Magic shell.
Ebbing back like a tide until you are...
Can we do that again?
Before you stands a shrine to Amadia.
Oh, whoop. Amadia's fire ward. Okay. We can climb down here. We can jump up here. Let's see. Well, let's go this way. Although I feel like this might be the exit. So, maybe let's go the other way. A Black Ring Reaver up here. Well, what do you have to say?
The spirit of a Black Ring initiate stands before you. He seems to be smouldering. Spectral ash and smoke drift away from him. He sighs at his incinerated mortal remains.
Perhaps my sacrifice will be enough. Perhaps the God King will restore me to fight again.
Note the absence of any other Black Ring and ask if he tried to take the temple by himself.
The spirit puffs himself up.
The God King rewards daring. I thought I could capture this place alone while the others were occupied. There's more dangers here than I would have credited with.
Ask about what dangers lie ahead.
You are no comrade of mine, outsider. You can go see for yourself and die in the attempt.
Demand that he tell you what he knows, or you'll use your god-woken powers to consume his source and cast him into nothingness.
If the spirit still had a complexion, he would no doubt turn pale at this point.
God-woken? No, wait, please! I'll tell you what I know. The Sentinels. They're no danger when they're moving. But as soon as they stop, that means they're about to attack. That's all I
Thanks.
know, I swear! That's how they got me. I didn't realize I was in danger until it was too late.
Fine, let's be merciful. Take our leave. Right, what is that? Nothing. And what is that?
Does anything seem different now?
Oh. It opens that gate. Anything over here? Oh. Oh, another one of these ice ward. That opened this door. And well, I'm air immune, so whatever. You're air immune, just run through there.
Now to find out what effect that had.
A portal opened. Where does that lead? Over here. Now there's an engraved jewel. And what is that?
I have no idea what any of this means.
Yeah, we have no scholar. I guess that's the jewel to open the gate at the front. And what do you have here? More of these things.
More of those damn sentinels.
What the fuck are you doing, beast? I have a shit ton of magic armor, so I don't really care. Up in the clouds. Yeah, I guess that's it. Let's go up here. Oh, the altar to Amalia. Well, we already know what she's aligned to, but for completeness sake, let's interact with it.
A bird flits in the background as you approach the altar. Laying your hand on the weather-beaten stone, you feel a gentle heat. A sense of warmth and peace fills you.
Drop to your knee and whisper a prayer to the goddess.
You reach out to Amadia, but all you can hear is the chirp of birds. Getting up, you see the emblem of a moon carved into the altar.
Nice. Alright. Let's check that door out.
Before you stands a shrine to Amadia. This statue of Amadia
Reach out and
seems
place the
ancient.
gem into the hollow
Moss
between Amadia's
blooms from
eyes.
crack. With the grating sound of stone upon stone, the statue of Amadia moves to one side, revealing a secret room.
Yeah, very secret. Now, Luge. Nice. Oh, divine armor. But it's intelligence, I believe. So, no need for that. Okay, that's the Temple of Amadia done. Let's see. So, we've explored this whole area. We haven't gone there yet, so let's do that. Let's start from the Lunar Gate. And head down here. There are also these two wolves that are hostile, so just one-shot them. There we go. There's another cave down here, which is considered prime for some reason. A large ruby.
The gem feels both extremely hot and extremely cold, and yet sits comfortably in your hand. Within the crimson crystal, a galaxy of stars seems to twinkle, and beyond the stars lies a strange and wondrous realm. The stars swirl and move, and form a face, the face of an imp.
Looky, looky, looky here! What's red and black and blue all over?
You know this one. A hamster in a blueberry press.
Wrongly, 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 wrong! Your eye decides. Your eye! Now, looky, looky, looky here! If you have 3 eyes and take away 1, how many eyes are there? Last chance! How many eyes?
Tell the gem the answer is right in front of your face. Then cross your eyes.
Wrongly, 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 wrong! How many eyes are there in all the planes? Countless! Countless eyes! Goodbye!
The imp's face shatters into a billion stars once more. The gem returns to its inert state.
I hope we didn't screw that up.
Nice.
What's over here? Oh, it's down there. A hostile troll. Crook the troll. Well, Crook the troll. Anything around here? No. Let's go and check this troll out. We have been down there, and over here is the waypoint of Relic's Temple. There is the encampment of the Black Ring that we cleared earlier. The little book of big booms. What's that? Oh. Yeah, you can read that if you want. Anything around here? We've been here already. Yep. So, let's go talk to that troll. Although he doesn't want to troll. Let's, to talk. Let's go kill that troll then. Now, what are you... Oh. You're not vulnerable to anything. That is weird. But doesn't really matter. Let's drop a save. Haven't saved for a long time. Alright. Let's go ahead and one-shot that guy. Although, can we one-shot him? Probably. With an enrage. Pop. Quite easily. How much damage did we do? 10,000? It doesn't say. No. Well, whatever. He's dead. Any ghosts around? Nope. Oh. There is a ghost. Bird of a troll. Which we just killed. Well, let's go talk to that troll. Who might you be?
The spirit of a troll stands before you. He attempts to pick up a nearby rock and frowns with confusion as his ghostly hand passes right through it.
Ask the troll spirit what he's doing here.
I got cave in return for sack of meat. Each day, new sack, and each day I stand here.
Well, you're not the best guard.
I no feel hungry anymore. I no feel anything.
Yeah, sorry for that, but I really want to get into that cave. Troll intestines. Now, this cave is rather small. And it has an altar over here. Decrepit
An empty
altar.
cave with a bare altar. Strange.
And a quite obvious hidden door, which we cannot open. Let's see if we can interact with the altar.
The altar before you seems relatively bare. There is no inscription to a god and no offering placed. All you can see is a smear of blood on its surface and a hollow that seems to call for something.
Kneel before the altar and whisper a prayer.
You feel an invisible hand grab you by the throat. Cold, unseen lips brush your ear. You can't make out any words, but you understand what you're hearing. Whispered tears, screams in the dark. Blood, pain, blood, blood. The hand releases you, and you stagger back, gasping. The altar watches you silently. It's waiting.
Now, this is the Sallow man's place, and there's only two ways to enter into this cave. Now, if you don't kill Alexander, he gives you the quest to kill the Sallow man, and he gives you means to open that hidden door. If you talk to the Sallow man using the Black Mirror and don't anger him, he gives you the quest to kill Alexander and to drop his head over there, and that also opens the door. Now, we have both Alexander's head and the Cowl of True Sight, which you should not sell, because you can use that. The intelligence not high enough. Well, fuck. Okay, let's use Alexander's head then.
The altar before you seems all you can see is
Drop
a
Alexander's
smear of
severed
blood on
head in
its
the
surface,
bloody hollow.
and you feel a sense of relief wash over you, of hunger satiated. For now. As you watch, the rock wall behind the altar starts to bleed, to dissolve, to evaporate into nothing. After a few moments, it is gone entirely.
And thus we enter Black Ring Encampment. Quite the big place. Lots of fancy stuff around here, and as you can see, lots and lots of black mirrors. And a throne. This place is very interesting, and ooh, we will explore it. Now, we can see a Black Ring Reaver who is hostile to us. Could probably snipe him off from here. Yep. Let's do that.
Into the dark with you.
That's one less Black Ring to deal with. And there is the Sallow man. Unfortunately, because we angered him using the Black Mirror, we cannot talk to him. He has deflecting active, which is annoying. So I must kill him with Beast. And he is indeed undead, right? He's not. Interesting. He's an elf that presumably survived Deathfog. That would mean he is undead, but he clearly is not. At least the character sheet says he's not. Now, what do we have here? Ghost of a Magister's priest. And a bunch of skeletons. Let's talk to the ghost.
The spirit of a Magister priestess kneels on the ground, her hands tied behind her back. She flinches as the ghostly sound of tortured screams from nearby catches your ear, and hers. She steals a look upwards at the source of the screams, then looks away again with a shudder. Another ghostly scream intensifies, hitting a peak, then abruptly ends. Panic washes over the Magister's spectral features. She's next.
Oh, you apparently were indeed next. Let's see what memories this does not.
You suddenly
it
feel
does.
pain, blinding, burning pain. Your screams have been reduced to hoarse whimpers. You're too weak to struggle against your chains anymore. An ugly, staccato voice rises above your whimpers, barking a command to someone. Dispose. You hear a wondrous sound, that of a merciful blade slicing downward through the air. The pain ends, and darkness envelops you.
So they've been torturing a Magisters over here. Oh, well, that didn't give me anything. Alright. Let's go. Deal with the Sallow man. Ooh. There's more black ring over here. Might I be able to snipe them off? Nah, not from here. And I don't dare attack him with Lohse. She will probably kill herself. But I do have quite some range over here. I'd like to... Let's drop a save. Let's try to kill the Sallow man. And Lohse can go over here and jump up there in a second. Alright. The Sallow man used Plague. The Sallow man's enfeeble influence can be cured by Blessed, Demon's Cleanse wounds, and Masculine's wounds. Yeah, I don't care for that. Let's kill this guy. Unconscious. Damn, I'm muted. Oops. How do I kill this guy? We've got one more over there. Doesn't matter, let's end turn. We only get 4 AP next turn anyway. We're running this way. Did you... No. How do I kill the Sallow man again? I do not recall. Okay, so there is a invisible enemy somewhere around here. Probably right here. Right there. Question is, can I hit him actually? Not sure. But let's run up here. Why can't I jump up there? Well, let's jump up here then. Should be able to hit this guy. Yes, I am. Now, let's see if we can hit this guy, actually. Could be standing right there-ish. Yep. And what's up with the Sallow man? I don't know. Enter.
I am the right hand of the king.
Not any longer.
Into the dark.
Guess I just have to kill him 2 times. Well, that's the Sallow man. Let's see. A rare prey. The Sallow man is dead, but it seems unlikely that we have seen the last of the Void's followers. We have overcome. Okay, that's the wrong quest. The Sallow man is dead. We cannot fulfill his request anymore. And invaders. The Sallow man, leader of the Black Ring forces on the Nameless Isle, is dead. And with that, hopefully, the Black Ring in this, on the Nameless Isles at least, have been dealt with. Now, let's see if there are any ghosts around. Of course, there is a ghost of the Sallow man. Okay, Sallow man. I'd like to have some information, please.
He leers at you. You feel his hate, his rage, his blinding thirst for blood, your blood. He reaches into your mind and fails. He has no power now. The power is all yours.
Reach into his brain, searching for the location of the key to the mountain? What?
He howls in pain and hate and rage and tries to push you away, but he cannot. So he closes his eyes and summons everything. A raging torrent of memories washes through you, so fast you can barely see an image before it's gone. An elven child, the moon, the sun, the void, the dirt. The death in the fog amongst the trees. And at the last, part of the key to the mountain. Ralik, Vrogir, and Zor-Stissa worshipping the sun.
We know that already. Anyway, consume the spirit source.
Suddenly, for the first time since you first saw his face, he shows you fear. The God King promised him immortality, but now...
No!
Good riddance to you. Oh, that's the Sallow man dealt with. That's not quite so good. And the Sallow man's head. Let's see. Does that give me any further insight? We can also eat Alexander's head now.
You are the Sallow man, a twisted undead elf, your memories flashing through you like sparks from a blazing fire through smoked air, passing so fast you can barely see an image before it's gone.
So he's undead after all.
An elven child, the moon, the sun, the void, the dirt, a death in the fog amongst the trees, the ugly hag in the desert alley whose sight you took, an artifact that powers a lever.
Ah! The ugly hag in the desert alley whose sight you took. I think he refers to that blind Black Ring seer who we killed. So he was the one who transformed her into a beautiful woman but took her sight. An artifact that powers a lever.
You strain to hold on to that one last memory, and at last it comes. Tir-Sendelius, Duna, Zantetza, and Amadia, all worshipping the moon. The sallow blood within the meat was corrupted long before his death. It makes you sick, and then Sallow's memories are gone.
Alright. Oh, I learned a fact. Oh, nice. And we've learned one more thing. We have learned that in order to open the doors, we must first power the lever that controls them. A device known as a phase capacitor should allow us to do this. Do we have one yet? Yes, we do. We picked it up somewhere. And yeah, let's eat Alexander's head too.
You rise from the altar, brushing dust from your robes. Your guards and the priests of Vrogir watch you expectantly. You nod. Vrogir accepted you. The sequence is now complete. Ralik, Vrogir, and Zor-Stissa worship the sun, while Tir-Sendelius, Duna, Zantetza, and Amadia worshipped the moon.
Yeah, we've heard that 3 times now.
Alarmed shouts and the sounds of fighting echo from another part of the temple of Vrogir. Your guards hasten you away.
the Sallowman. One of us ate the head of Alexander. Now we won't be able to prove to the Sallowman that we fulfilled his request. Yeah, I think that's forfeit anyway. Alright, let's do some looting. Oh, wait a sec. Let's check this thing out. The paper is decorated with enigmatic characters and codes that, despite their inscrutability, have an air of order in their assemblage on the page. Arrows and lines imply that these might be battle plans. Okay, not that interesting. But what's up with these mirrors? A mirror of blackest glass.
The bilious film reforms in the glass and becomes a knight in shining armor, sunshine glinting upon his helm, the light reflecting, masking his features. On seeing your face, he snaps the mirror shut.
So, the Sallowman had an agent who was a knight in shining armor. Interesting.
The bilious film reforms in the glass and...
Okay. Do the other mirrors say something else?
The mirror is cloudy and dark. No discernible image forms in its black depths. The broom upon the glass spins and whirls, but no face appears. The owner must be busy. Or dead.
Well, considering that we had like 10 of these black mirrors in our inventory, I presume I killed pretty much everyone who carried one, so I guess they're all dead.
The cloying miasma within the glass shimmers, and a face comes into view. A well-dressed dwarven woman, peering closely at you. With a hiss, she closes the mirror and is gone.
Okay, so we know of 2 more agents of the Sallowman. A knight in golden armor, or shining armor, and a well-dressed dwarven woman. Anyway, let's continue looting. Over here is another hidden passage, which we cannot open from here, but there might be another way. This, for example. But let's loot first. There's something over here. So let's try jump. Oh, and there's a chest also. Let's try jumping over there. Another torture area. Spirit of a paladin. Who are you?
The spirit of a paladin lies stretched upon a rack, all 4 limbs pulled tautly away from his torso. His right shoulder suddenly bulges and pops as his arm dislocates. His mouth gapes open as he screams. To your ears, it sounds like a distant echo from the other side of the valley.
Okay, nothing of interest. Although we did loot some body parts. Let's grab that chest over there. And beast, you can eat that body part. A bloodied leg.
Ice-cold water is suddenly thrown in your face, tearing you out of your stupor. The pain makes itself known again, swamping your senses. A pale, misshapen figure looms ahead of you, a glowing tip of red-hot iron in its hand. You hear yourself croak out a plea. Please, I don't know anymore. A guttural voice responds with a wheezing laugh. I know. The iron touches you, so hot that it feels cold. The sound of your own screams fill your ears, while the smell of burning flesh and hair fill your nostrils.
Yummy. Okay, so there's one more part of this cavern over here. And there's something quite interesting in there. But what exactly? We'll find out next episode. Thanks for watching and see you next time.